Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh, and good afternoon. I'm happy to be the last speaker for today's event, because I believe whatever that I want to present and share with you today has been explained and so-called mentioned by the previous speakers and panelists. So I will just go straight to my presentation points. Number one, I'll be sharing with you a little bit about us, what Petra Energy is doing. Okay, so the background of our digital transformation project. And then I'll share with you our experience in the cloud automation adoption, what we have benefit, what are the ROI and all those. And we believe, moving forward with the cloud, environment, computing and, the automation that we are ready to embrace the future of the uncertainty, right? Little bit about us. Petra Energy Group is basically in the upstream segment of the oil and gas. Okay, the group vision is want to be a sustainable energy company. So what we specialize is basically very much on integrated brownfield engineering maintenance, offshore marine support services. We operate one of the offshore oil field, offshore Terengganu, and we are also one of the so-called operator for the onshore, oil operator as well. And we have to support all this so-called maintenance work. We have our own fabrication yards. We have quite a number of marine asset, and of course the key thing, we have big team members. We have engineers up to during the peak of our operation, we have about 2,000 of them. Okay, so the detail you can of course go to the website petraenergy.com.my. Okay, a little bit about our journey. I think you have this experience before when we were basically in the so-called traditional data center of on-premise. We have to worry about the resources. We have to worry about, as what my group CEO has been saying, Hanapi, you always on the firefighting mode. We have to worry about maintaining the aircon. We have to maintain the servers. We have to make sure that the premise is safe. Blah 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 blah, and all those. Okay, so those are actually so-called history for us when we migrate to cloud environment. Okay, we have both hybrid on AWS as well as Azure. As good as during the MCO period, I don't have to worry about issuing, travel. So my staff, let's say they want to so-called, manage the servers, thing like that. I don't have to worry about issuing all those paperwork. I don't have to worry about, filling up the claim form for them to go to office during non-office hour, during weekend, thing like that. So all this actually history. That's one of the key benefits that we have achieved, when we migrated to the cloud so-called computing environment. Okay, so what we are currently doing with the digital transformation is actually to build a strong corporate governance within the sustainable governance framework. So our aim, of course, number one, we want to be a competitive company, Petra Energy, Berhad, and we want to be a sustainable energy company. So few of the things that we did basically, we implemented during the digital transformation program. We implemented the in-memory technology system, ERP system, which is actually online, integrated. So I don't have to worry about maintaining the servers in various locations. We have about 5 locations in Labuan, in Miri, in Kota Kinabalu, and so on. So with this cloud environment, I don't have to worry about all those headache on managing the data center and the application and all those. So I believe with the experience that I have, in addition to the experience during MCO, no disturbance during our MCO period in maintaining our so-called application, we are also able to expand. Because when you talk about cloud environment, we are talking about scalability and you are talking about the hybrid. We still have our own so-called application. We still have our own legacy system. We keep in our data center. But the key of the so-called the back-end system, the key of the application we have migrated into cloud environment. Okay, so I'll be sharing with you the benefit, what we have achieved with this migration from on-premise data center to cloud environment. This is the live so-called credential I'm just sharing with you, and some of the point already mentioned by the previous speakers and panelists. So I'm not going to talk about detail all those. So two things I want to highlight here. Number one, when you talk about cloud migration, it's not about putting into different storage and then talk about the computing. It's actually, number one, about on demand. When you need, as per use. And then number two is about the technology. When you do this so-called cloud computing, cloud environment, it come together with all this technology that I never learned before this. And up till now, since 2018 until now, 2023, we are still learning. Okay, so people talk about it just now, about cost saving, talking about the, productivity, compliance to ESG, compliance to all these various things. This is actually true. So I'm not going to explain to detail on about this. But the key thing with this, sustainability is achievable. So I don't have to worry about, remember just now, our mission, our vision about Petra Energy is you want to be a sustainable company, thing like that. So with the technology that we have, is already on the sustainable, very sustainable. So I don't have to worry about all this anymore. Okay, so I'm not going to explain about all this anymore. Okay, and then the second thing, we can focus into so-called the transformation program. Rather than keeping the lights on. Before this, I have to worry about is the aircon okay? Is the server room okay? If the UPS everything the contract everything is there. Whether we have vendor to maintain and support us, we don't have to worry about all this anymore. Our focus now with the migration into cloud environment is about the modernization and the transformation program that we have embarked. And then next, the focus is no more about cost. Last time, whenever there is a new application, when user asks us, okay, can you implement this system? Can you implement that system? Last time I have to worry about all this hardware. I have to worry about, the CPU. I have to go shopping around, go to HP, IBM, things like that. But with this cloud environment, all this is already built in. That's why I said just now about the scalability, things like that. Okay. So of course, vendor and cloud provider like AWS, they have a large community, customers and partners. So we can share the experience. I've been attending some of the event. We're talking about the technology that they have been explaining to us, migration about MAP program, blah blah blah. It's a lot of things that you can learn. So it's not just about migrating from this box to another box, from your on-premise into internet, but it's about the technology. Okay. Again, security also, I don't have to worry. Security, physical security, application security, all this is already built in. We have the community, the ecosystem that come together with this so-called cloud, migration so-called initiative. Okay, bottom line. This is my last slide. We have achieved a solid balance sheet. We have a robust financial position. We have cost saving. We emerge stronger when we move to so cloud environment. Bottom line, the past 3 years, even during MCO, I have been getting bonus, I've been getting increment. For us, Petra Energy, we are, public listed company, we have been giving dividends. So what that means? So that means you really benefit from this technology, from whatever initiative, technology transformation they're doing. And it started with this cloud environment, cloud transformation program. With that, thank you very much.
All right.